YouTube, how is it going? Now, is a full day in the life, but I have been hectic this morning for all my ADHDers who is flying or goes on holiday. You know the checklist, what has to be done. Passport, I've had to check 5 million times. Make sure I've got everything for client dinners tonight to training gear because I'll be training as soon as I get there. So let's do a fit check before I head to the airport. Here we go. Sorry about the bed, team. It's my second bedroom, which I can't get rid of the bed, is actually my office and podcast studio. So unfortunately, there's a bed hanging in my room right now until it gets some storage. So, heading to the airport now. I'm going to Dublin to see a client. Gonna do a full day in the life because you're gonna see how I eat, how I train. I've recently just lost a lot of money through a bad business partnership. We're going to touch more on that when I get there, as I've got all the time. I've got a client call when I get there. So even though I'm going on a trip, it's pretty hectic, but nothing changes my end, how I eat, how I operate, how I train. So I'm going to bring you with me. Feels nice to be out of normal gym clothes, even though I'm in a tracksuit. I do love to feel good. Trust me, clothes and fashion is something I really feel strongly about. For my own inner energy, I love it. So I'm going to leave my apartment now, get an Uber to the airport, check in with you at the airport and give you more of a plan. See you there. Just got to the airport now. I'm in the airport lounge and win of the day is my bank actually, with the subscription I've got, you get free airport lounges in there. How great is that for travelling, which is something I didn't know. I was actually on my banking app as I come into it, inquired how much it was, and she said, are you on Revolut? I said, yeah. And the subscription I'm on, I actually get free airport lounges, so absolute winner. So we're going to go over now and eat, because when I'm away, I don't like to change much, okay? It's just another day. Just because I'm travelling doesn't mean there's an excuse to go off track with my nutrition, because how I feel, how my energy, how I carry myself is absolutely everything, and that is given to me via food and calories. And you know what? I just don't like feeling like shit. This has been my life now for a very, very long time. And not that I don't like going off track, I just know how I feel when I eat foods that aren't good for me. So I make the leader decision and I eat the foods where I need it. So coffee first, go and have a little look at the food, and then I'll show you what I have got and what I'm eating before my flight. Cut it a bit short, team, I'm not going to lie, we've probably only got 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but open the laptop up, eat while we're doing it, and let's go and get some food because I am hungry. First things first, team. Always coffee first. We're gonna go for it. It's not gonna be. Here's the fruit and the yogurt. We'll get a big bowl of this and I'll show you. Stay away from, unless I was training, stay away from it. But not to say carbohydrates are bad, but no training yet. I don't want to feel like I'm crashing. We're gonna stick with the usual. Round 2, team. Got scrambled eggs and beans. A lot of scrambled eggs because we've still got a protein goal to hit. Not gonna have time for another bowl of yogurt, but because I'm gonna have to go in a second before my gate closes, I'm a little bit short on time. ADHD life, but like I said, nothing changes. Nutrition's the same. I don't want to feel like shit. No point me crashing. Still got a protein goal to hit. Still got to go to the gym. Nothing changes just because I'm traveling. See you on the other side. So team, round 1, we've got a yogurt bowl, Greek yogurt, raspberries, oats, muesli. I know I say that wrong and everybody's gonna laugh at that. Muesli, I don't know what it is. I just said, I remember people used to take the piss out of me for that. We've got yogurt, fruit in there now, and we've got a cappuccino. Now listen, I'm waiting for the scrambled egg and bacon. Don't think this is all I'm having. There will be about 2 to 3 rounds of food. I eat a lot of food. But for now, I'm going to go with Greek yogurt and I'm going to stick with the usual, which will be probably scrambled eggs, mushrooms, some beans and bacon on sourdough. But the purpose for this trip is I'm on a business trip and I thought I'd vlog this as my first one. I've been looking for the perfect day and this was it. So I've had this camera for a while now, so I've seen it before and the universe sent me the sign to get it out. And funny enough, this isn't, you probably wonder why I'm so confident, this isn't my first rodeo. I used to be a professional gamer, content, getting myself out there. This is why it's so natural to me to be in flow and I really enjoy it. So yeah, on a business trip going to Dublin, but like I said, nothing's going to change. I'm still going to train, still going to eat how I eat, and I'm really excited and you're going to come with me. So this is round 1. I'm waiting for the scrambled eggs to be made. I'm not going to sure if I'm going to be able to eat them, to be honest with you, because I am short on time. But for now, we'll just have one yogurt bowl and we will see after that. See, I'll pull my phone out, got another coffee and a water. Look at this. I'm not quite sure on this aeroplane. It's a little bit different to what I'm used to. I hope to God we get there. You can see the wings here. I feel like we're gonna get off the ground. Arrived at the hotel. This is the room. It's actually beautiful, to be fair. Really nice. Much more than I expected, I'm not gonna lie. Usually when you pay for a better hotel, I actually don't think that they actually live up to expectation. But this one has, and it actually wasn't my first choice also. But the room is beautiful, bed's huge, aircon. We've got the wardrobe where I've just put all my clothes in now. So the increase, and then this is the bathroom. Bathroom's huge. So yeah, I'm absolutely made up with the room. Not gonna lie guys, something like a hotel is something I'm not willing to compromise on. I love the finer things in life. I love feeling good, I love spending good, I love things that energetically make me better. And something like a hotel I'll never compromise on. I don't compromise on good products, I don't compromise on good service, because that's what we're here to do in this life, right? We're here to enjoy what we have, and penny pinching isn't really my thing. If anything, I'd say I'd rather just earn more than complain about money. But the room is absolutely beautiful, and that's how I like to spend my money. I love spending it on the finer things in life, I truly do. But I've just got here now, and I'm starving, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna hit a Nando's up. I'm not gonna lie on the bed. I made that mistake 2 seconds ago, and all the thoughts started coming into my head. So got up straight away and said I'm gonna video this. So I'm gonna go to Nando's, get some food in me. I've had no carbohydrates this morning at all, and before the train I want some quick energy in me. So, and I haven't had much sleep. So got here, I need food, I'm really hungry. Gonna walk to Nando's and I will come back and we'll go to the gym. You'll come to the gym with me, and then I will fill you in on a recent bad business decision I have made, but what I've learned from it, because we are not here to be victims, okay? We are not here to be victims. What we do is we consciously elevate moment to moment in life. Every bad decision happens to us, for us rather than to us, because victim mode is our life so against me. No, it's not. Life happens for you if you choose to see it that way. So yeah, just show me your room. I'll try and take it to Nando's to see what I've got, but I'm absolutely starving. I eat around 3,000 calories a day at maintenance, but right now I'm not really counting anything, but there's no way I eat over the energy expenditure I do because of the steps and the fitness I do. So right now I'm just eating well, eating clean, and this is just how I live my life. Like I'm not tempted when I go away. Like tonight I've got a client dinner, and there's no doubt in my mind I will have a cheesecake. I will, because like I said, I enjoy the finer things in life. We're going to a beautiful restaurant, and my life, how I live it, I don't have to force anything. I don't have to worry about food. I don't have to worry about nutrition, because to be honest with you, it's a way of life for me. It's my identity. So that's why I am always looking good, always feeling good, always having the most amount of energy, because that happens through the food, the thoughts, how we act, how we carry ourselves as men. So gonna take you to Nando's now, give you a quick tour. I'm absolutely starving. I can't put it off anymore. There's a spa and a pool also in the hotel. So once I finish the gym, I might even go to the spa while I've got a couple of hours. But we'll see you there. Another thing I love with nicer hotels as well, the complimentary sort of little gifts they do to make you feel special. That is why you pay for better things in life. That's why I love paying for the finer things in life, because it's an experience, and that's something I apply to my business and how I want to serve men and who I want to become. I want it to really be a premium service. So even though this is so simple, like 2 bottles of water, and it's also organic and recyclable, I really rate that. So I'll drink, and it's not charged. Usually you go to these hotel chains and they'll charge you a fortune, and then also want to charge you for silly waters and stuff. But Radisson Blue, I don't know if I'm allowed to say names on YouTube, might get banned, but anyway, love this hotel chain. That's why I always stay with them. They always do treat it like a premium experience, and that's something I really value. And that's something, if you value and whatever you value in life, you really have to come out your shell and stop being a yes man and really tell the world what lights you up and how you want to live your life, and how you want to experience your life from your perspective. Because when you are yourself, you give everybody else permission to be themselves too. Because so many people in this world now, don't care about how much money you have, will live life for other people's success. They will live life on what other people deem as success, and you're always chasing then a golden
a golden bucket elsewhere, the golden pot. If you believe the golden pot is elsewhere on somebody else's timeline, you're forever going to be chasing success outside yourself. So yeah, hotel is something I love. Little things like this, or water. There's some peanuts, and you know, for them little touches mean a lot to me. Nando's time. I'm starving. See you later.
That is Nando's done. I don't know how anybody doesn't eat. You know, these people who go all day without eating. I am literally the angriest man alive when I don't have food in my system. Got to remember, you are a constant machine. Inputs, how you feel, the calories you eat. Everything is feeding back to you what you put inside your body. And it's funny walking around Dublin city centre a decade later for a whole new reason. I've got some funny stories when I was a very young, silly man. When I used to come to Dublin for the wrong reasons. So, bit of a blast from the past, walking through and seeing bars and stuff I used to fall out of, and now I'm here for a completely different reason. I'm here now to fulfill my life, men's lives, my purpose, my mission. And back then I was living on everybody else's idea of success. So, beautiful day, walking in the sun, got my protein in, got my carbohydrates in. Gonna go in now and it's a good gym session. Before I go to the gym, I'm just gonna get ready. I just want to show you what I wish I was better at, but I'm definitely not. And that one thing is packing. In my mind, boy math, I just think get it in and just get there and worry about it when we get there. It's a later problem, but then I get here every single time and go, probably should have packed properly. Oh, where are we? There we go. It's not the best team. Good job we've got an iron. I have to get my stuff out. I do try and fold it the best I can, but unfortunately it just doesn't happen. All my businessy stuff is at the bottom, so I'll hang that up now and get some heat on it from the bathroom. But that is something definitely I wish I put some more time into. Learning how to pack good and proper. It's gym time. I'm just at the spa. Time to hit the gym. Hey bro, so the good thing about being such a master of fitness, which I am, not gonna lie, my zone of genius, I know absolutely anything about the human body, is you can pull a workout out of anywhere. So right now, gym's good enough, absolutely. There's some free weights. I don't want to record it because there's people in there with respect, but I don't do this here on holiday to try and be anybody. This is for my own personal self. I want to turn up tonight the most powerful, feel my best, at my best, and be on my best performance as I go to a client dinner. And that starts right here. And this is around momentum now, not about doing it for any other reason. It's because I am out my usual daily routine here. But momentum means more than anything. So it's not about being perfect. It's about keeping momentum, keeping to my word, and really just using the gym to feel good. But you got to remember, guys, performance follows identity. Okay, I identify as who I identify, so my performance follows afterwards, and my performance gives me my actions, and my actions give me results. So, looking around right now, I'll probably do a push session, upper body session. There's a few dumbbells, a few machines. I'll superset things, and I will get it out the way as quick as possible. Get in, get the job done, get out of there. This isn't a priority, but it is a necessity. Gym done. I just done an upper body session. No, I'm tired. I was up early for flying, but this is why I do it now, because I'm energized. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for my dinner. Gonna go up now, have a shower, look good, feel good. So the gym, even though I didn't want to do it, and obviously it is easy to just completely leave whilst you're away, I'm basically calloused my mind that much around the gym and exercise that I am somebody I don't like without it. I'm miserable, I'm low on energy. And like I said, I want to feel good and look powerful and feel powerful, because other men will feel that. It's an energy transfer, okay? So I'll never not skip the gym, and this is why I preach what I preach, and this is why when you work with me, you've got to get in the shape of your life. Like I sell the feeling. I want you to feel like me, to look like me. It could be hard, because I do look good, but this is why I do what I do now with men. Like, I could not shake a man's hand tonight knowing I'm out of integrity. I just couldn't do it. So now, everything's done. I've done work on a laptop. I've flown to a different city. I've done the gym. I've ate properly. Now it's in time to enjoy a client dinner. And if I'm going to have a cheesecake, I'm going to have a cheesecake guilt-free. So I shall finish with my signing out conversation after this, actually. And that will be my first YouTube done. So I look forward to it. Thank you for coming along today.
YouTube, how's it going? As you can see, I'm actually finishing this vlog off in my apartment back in Liverpool. It was meant to be finished off in Dublin, but there's a reason for that. This obviously is a Dublin vlog. There's a reason for it. I'm going to get into it in a minute. We've got a little bit to go through so I can finish this video off strongly. I've got a few bullet points in front of me. So I'm going to really wrap this up as quickly and as professionally as possible. And hopefully you've enjoyed the whole Dublin day in the life vlog. And I'm laughing because, as you can see, to my right-hand side, that bookcase doesn't look straight, and that's because it's not straight. I smashed all over the floor before as I walked past it and knocked it over. There was books all over my room, and I can't be bothered moving it, so you're going to have to put up with and cope with the sore eyesight it's given. But yeah, I'm back in Liverpool now, so I'm going to conclude this vlog. And what my first bullet point I want to speak about is why I'm actually making this sort of content. So I've actually explained at the start that this isn't my first rodeo, okay? So this is actually part of me becoming more self-aware of what I want from this life and actually making work more like play. Like I say all the time in my content, I have had what everybody wants through hustle, grind, illness, mental illness, poor physical health, and it just wasn't enjoyable. So I say all the time, I have had what people want and felt so dead on a soul level. This is actually me now becoming what I was always meant to become. This is my journey of my purpose, and I'm confident and love doing this because creation is a part of art, and that's what we all are. We are all artists, and this is my way now of creating and really being my authentic self. And like I said, years ago, I was not a YouTuber, sorry, I was on YouTube, but I wasn't a YouTube creator, but I was a professional gamer. So speaking to the camera, being out there to the world, having a following actually isn't new to me. And this feels the most natural thing on the planet. If anybody ever asks me if I'm nervous around making content, and you've probably seen in the vlog as well, the way I just pulled the camera out, no, I am not. I absolutely love it. It's part of my life's mission. So hopefully as I explain this, why I do it, it gives you permission to go and be yourself too. So the reason behind I'm making this content is also integrity. I do what I do because in my days where I needed somebody to help me, guide me, I would never actually trust anybody without actually knowing or seeing that they live their life they preach behind closed doors. We live in a world of AI. We live in a world of coaches with perfect scripts, promising men outcomes when they can't even be that promise to themselves. So our biggest form of self-respect is integrity, being our word. You will never be who you want to become without building that inner authority as a man, as a leader. So I am now showing you through the world we've got of social media that I am a man of my word, because I am really, really proud of the man I am behind closed doors. People could call it obsessed, people can call it obsession, people can call it what they want. But from who I once was to who I am now, I've been living this life for a very, very long time. And I am extremely proud of what I'm pursuing and who I am and what I'm creating, because this is through the work, me being my word, me not letting myself down. Because I had all the money in the world. I had all the external items you can ever want, and nothing ever made me feel worse than me saying I was going to do something and not doing it. Yet I had money, the tapping, the buying things, that just come normal part of my life. What really broke me and hurt me most was me knowing who I was underneath the finances, the performer, the one who wanted real wealth. He knew what he wanted. He also knew what he needed to do and become. But I'd say I'd do things and not do it. I'd say I'd eat food and not do it. I would say I would go away and do all these actionable steps and not do it. And that hurt me on an internal level more than anything. So what I do for my men, really bring them into a place of authority, in authority, because without really being your word, you will never actually become who you know you can become. Fuck the money, because it's the wealth internally what's going to make you feel a certain way and make you truly successful on this earth, okay? So let's go into the evening meal. We had a beautiful dinner with a new client, and not much I can say on the situation really is he just validates my mission. Every man who comes into my world just validates my mission even more, because on this journey of entrepreneurship and business, you feel so alone. So really vaguely, I'll touch on his issues. Money, but he now doesn't feel a certain way anymore. He thought it would be the money, and it's not. Like everybody does, they chase the money thinking you'll feel a certain way when you get there, to arrive and realise it never was the money in the first place. So he feels a little bit dead inside. So, and now the business also is not performing because he's not performing. So he actually is already aware of his own deficits in his performance. It's actually affecting his business. But then it's my job to also make him realise if he is not his best self in general, he'll never have a successful business, family life, health, whatever it may be. You have to become your best self first, because if you do not feel your best self, everything around you will suffer. He knows he should be doing more. He knows he could be more. He knows the financial targets. He knows how his home life should be. He knows how he should be, and he isn't doing it. So again, all covered in the performance pillar. Pretty standard stuff, I'm not going to lie. And also wants to get in the shape of his life. So realistically, the program, it covers all of these men's bases, every single pillar. That's why I don't really have to sell it that much, because the pillars are there. It covers everything a man needs all under one roof. My life's work is to get you performing your best self, because when you perform, the business performs, family performs, your life around the business performs. So I am here to make men from good to great, okay? Monday, what happened? So I was in Dublin airport all day, said I was going to get a plane home. Obviously, my flight was booked for 7 p.m. So I said, I'm going to go to the airport early doors and get all my work done. Now, this story is going to tie into inner authority, how I make decisions as a leader. And basically, the flight kept getting pushed back because of the issues of what's happening in the UAE. My flight kept getting cancelled an hour. So I waited 5 hours in the lounge, thinking it kept going to keep getting called to the gate, and it just kept getting pushed back. Now, it got to around 11 o'clock. I'd done all my work and I was really starting to feel stressed, because on Tuesday, I really couldn't miss what I had planned. I really had a powerful Tuesday in front of me, and I really started getting agitated and tired and hungry, and I was just living off chicken salads inside of the waiting area and it was not great at all. So started getting angry, went down to the gate when he promised a flight at 11:15. The gate was open at 10:30. Went down there, and there was just a member of staff just getting abused by all these drunken men. And all these men were complaining about the flight keeps getting cancelled, X, Y, Z. And I just said, I am not getting involved in that circus. This is where I hold my own authority, and you need to hold your own authority too. You need to make decisions based on logic, not emotion, okay? Because if I was to carry on and get angry and wait round all night, my Tuesday would have been ruined. So what I'd done was I seen that there was a flight going out on Tuesday morning, and I made the decision there and then. The staff kept promising me another time. Online, promising me it was going. And in that moment, I made a decision. If I get on that flight, I'm not going to get home till 12. Then I need to get to my apartment, 1 a.m. I'm going to be a little bit in the fight or flight. I'm going to be really switched on. I'm not going to get a good sleep. I need to be up early. So I made the decision to, in that moment in time, not listen to the promises the staff were giving me, not listening to the promises the internet was giving me. And I made the decision there and then that I was going to get a hotel and walk out the airport. That is based on what I needed as a man with my ADHD, with how I was feeling. I need good sleep. I need good food in my system to turn up my most powerful self to the call the next day. So what I done was I made the leadership decision there and then. I didn't rely on the airline to get me home. I didn't rely on the staff who kept promising me new things. I definitely didn't want to be on a plane with a load of fucking wallies who were drunk, really loud, agitating. They were smelling. The alcohol must have been wearing off, and I was like, this is not for me. Made the decision there and then to pay the extra money for the hotel and for the flight in the next morning, because that doesn't bother me. How I feel bothers me. So I made the decision there and then to not leave it in anybody else's hands but my own. And it was the right decision, because I believe everybody had to sleep on the airport floor. So took the leadership decision, put it in my own hands, and it paid off. So wake up, and then I can take my call early Tuesday morning, get a flight home, which I've done. And then my gym session and my bandwidth and my energy wasn't affected the Tuesday because of the decision I made the night before. So that hopefully gives you an insight to how I live my life and how this whole vlog gives you an insight to that. I am a man of my word, and I really want to get that across because trust is everything. Human connection is everything. In a world of artificial intelligence, we need coaches of their word more than absolutely anything. And this is how I live my life, and I'm proud of it. And it's now time for the world to see who I am and how I operate and the power I'm going to bring to men's lives. And I'm so excited. So I am actually loving recording, loving getting my creativity out there, me expressing myself on a soul level. So we're going to finish off on a story I promised around a bad business partnership I made, which has cost me a lot of money. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm going to keep it really short and sweet because, again, how do I flip such an unfortunate event on its head as a leader? And how do I coach myself? And how do I put into practice my own coaching abilities to myself? Because I'm no different to you. Everything I teach and preach and learn is just how I've got myself to where I am today. That's why, again, I'm a man of my word, a man of integrity. I am my coaching from who I once was, because all these things would have happened the past few years. The little boy in me, the guy who thought he was successful, I know I would have lost everything, all the money I ever thought I could make. I know I would have lost it through how poor my emotional stability was, my emotional support, my inner authority, my inner leadership. All of that, all the pillars, what really needed to create true wealth, I didn't have. Had the money, but didn't have everything else. So I made a decision in May last year to choose a partnership. Now, it's cost me a lot of money because I actually left a certain partnership. So it's not only cost me financially, it's cost me relationships with other leaders, other mentors, other people within the space. But like I said, the least I speak about it, the better, because it's pointless me going over and over and over it, because that means then I am stuck in that story. So it cost me a lot of money. It's cost me a lot of time. It's cost the business progress because I was promised outcomes. I was promised systems. I was promised the world, and the person running the business did not deliver. And this validates my message more. So firstly, I am not in victim mindset over this. That's why I'm saying I'm not staying in it. Because longer I stay in the what ifs, my life is bad, my life's the worst, people are here to let me down. That is victim mentality. I actually take ownership of the situation and will say it's my own fault for allowing somebody with no standards in, men who aren't on my level in. And why did I do that? Well, I have a big heart, and I seen in somebody the pain I once went through. So unfortunately, my heart has bit me on the backside here, but it's absolutely okay because now it's taught me a lot. So where am I taking ownership of the situation? Well, I know business relationships with the person means more than anything, and you can take something from this. You never invest in the business, you invest in the person behind the business. If the man is chaotic or the woman is chaotic, if they promise you the world and they do not back up what they promise, if you can tell the way they operate isn't how it should be, they are lazy, they promise you start dates, they don't commit, they promise you X and then they don't deliver X, you know what I'm on about. You don't need me to tell you when you feel something in your gut or your intuition or something is off. And that comes from trust. If you go into business with someone with a man of their word, you will not get that energy. You will not feel that relationship, the flow, the relationship of the energy exchange. Now, if you hire somebody mediocre and you know you are already operating mediocre, you may not feel that, because relationships are mirrors. So if you're in business and you're operating on a mediocre level and you trust somebody who isn't his word, who promised you the world and doesn't follow through, that usually means that you are that man also, okay? Relationships are mirrors. So the relationship you get into mirrors back the work you need to do yourself as a man, as a leader. So if the man is chaotic, his business is chaotic. That is why investing in the man more than the business, because business' relationships is more important than any figures, any story anybody will ever tell you. Because if you feel something off, the chances are it's off, but you can only feel something off if you are operating at a higher level and you can recognize the level underneath you. Why? Because you were once there, you've done the work, you elevated past it, and your intuition and awareness around that chaotic mess is there because you once lived it. And that's what elevation is, okay? That you basically look at yourself in the mirror, completely honest about the man you are, go away and do the work, elevate and become better. So then you climb the ladder towards real wealth. And that's exactly all the journey of self-mastery and self-discovery is. So I'm going to leave it there. It's pointless me keep going over it. It just hurt me a little bit because there's a bit of a brother-to-brother commitment there, but I've learned a lot from that. And if somebody hates you, it only means the pain they are in themselves. They can only give out to the world what they feel internally, okay? And karma, whatever you want to call it, will come back on these men. So I am really powerful in myself. My emotional structure, my emotional discipline is really powerful. And emotional structure and discipline, probably the most forgotten about, but the most important in leadership. And that's all around why I do what I do. I make the man great rather than the business, because when the man is great, everything is great around him. So 15 minutes of waffle. This is where this vlog is going to end. Let me know what parts of the vlog you loved. Let me know if you love to see how I eat. Let me know if you love to see how I train. Let me know if you love hearing coaching tips as I go throughout the day, because that's what I do. I coach myself. So please let me know in the comments what you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, all up for feedback. I'd love a bit of feedback. What needs to change? What needs to get better? Because again, I'm so emotionally aware, nothing can hurt me. I just take in what I take in. I go away and get better and elevate to a higher self. So YouTube, we're going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one.